Welcome back to another episode of Talking Arts, the podcast for the West Union Performing Arts Department. I'm your host, Mr. Friday Afternoon. Let's get into topics of this week's episode. Now, a lot of you guys know that school is canceled due to Governor Mike DeWine canceling school because of the coronavirus. With this being canceled, a lot of practices, competitions, events, and performances are canceled or postponed. If you guys want live updates for which event is canceled or postponed, go on the West Union Performing Arts Boosters Facebook page and the Instagram page WUHSPAD to get live updates of which events, performances, practices, and competitions are canceled or postponed. Now, with that being said, I feel like it's appropriate time to talk about the competition season, which included the winter percussions and the winter guard season. With finals being canceled because of the fear of the coronavirus being spread, there's going to be no finals. So, let's talk about the competitions for both. Let me get on my glasses. Let's talk about the winter percussion. The first show was George Rogers Clark. They got a 73.4. The second show was Connor, and the score was 72.3. The third show is Campbell County, and the score was 76.0. The fourth show was Ryle. The score was 81.2. And the last show before the finals, before they got canceled, was Milford. And the score was 81.1. The percussion had their ups and downs, but the percussion remained undefeated and won first place at every single show. Now on to the winter guard season. Their first show was Waynesville, and they got a 41.37. And they placed 8th out of 8th groups. The second show was George Rogers Clark. They got 41.61. And they placed 4th out of 6 groups. The third show was Connor. They got a 47.73. They placed 5th out of 7 groups. The fourth show was Campbell. They got a 57.63. And they placed 3rd out of 6 groups. And the fifth show was Ryle, and they got a 63.63, and they placed 1st out of 4 groups, and also 1st place in the Slasco Regional A2 division, getting 1st out of 9 groups. The last show before finals, before they got canceled, was Milford, and they got 3rd out of 6 groups with 61.82. The guard had a really rough start, from getting last place to almost beating everyone at the end of the season, and even beating everyone at one of the shows. They made huge progress, including the percussion had huge progress too, from many beginners from the groups learning difficult shows and songs for the percussion. We're very proud of the winter guards and winter percussions season for their hard work and continuing their drive for success. Musicals, people that are in the musical, continue practicing your lines. So when we do come back to school, you guys have your lines memorized. People in band, continue practicing your songs. And also continuing practicing like all the songs that we're going to be doing for the concert. And if you're in choir, do Mr. Van Pelt's work packet that he sent out. And also just do all the school's work that they gave us so we can be caught up when we come back to school. I will give you more information and more news and interviews if I start having people coming on. We should have an interview here soon with a very special guest. I'm hoping it's going to be very, very soon because I'm really excited to interview this person. He's an alumni for the West Union Performing Arts. But like I was saying, all the news that comes up will be discussed, and if I have any urgent news, I would do a live stream, and I'll talk about that immediately like I do normally. Live streams are for urgent messages and promoting things and just spreading a lot of stuff quicker than uploading a video. But once I get more information and more news, it'll be in the next week's podcast. This is really the end of Talking Arts for this week. I have nothing else to say. I'll see you guys next week's episode. Signing off.
Designated the Talking Arts dad joke connoisseur. So, because we're in quarantine and we don't actually know when we're gonna get out, I've decided to hit you with a corona joke. Someone said that in 9 months, there's gonna be a new generation called Coronials. But my dad says that in 13 years, there's gonna be a whole bunch of quarantines running around. I hope that joke just made your quarantine even better. Thanks for tuning in.